welcome to Mysteryland. Very glad to see you guys here. So, what's the history of GTA? What's the meaning behind the name?
Well, GTA started as Grand Theft Audio about 5 years ago. We ended up just kind of getting in a little trouble with that name, so we ended up changing it to Good Times Ahead. And pretty much the whole idea behind that is just what we stand for at our parties, man. We just want people to have good times, and that's what we want to do with our music too, man. Just have good vibes at our parties. Yeah.
So, you guys are from Miami. You're currently touring around the States. What city or state goes the craziest?
I mean, the whole East Coast, man, is like always crazy. I mean, we're from Miami, and every time we play anywhere around New York or Philly or Boston or DC or
pretty much anywhere on the East. Well, yeah, pretty much anywhere on the East Coast always goes crazy. And I guess I don't know if it's just because like we're from the East Coast that we like understand like just the whole vibe and stuff.
Yeah.
But we always have like crazy shows out here. We have tons of fans out here. Not to say the West Coast isn't dope, but just like I guess if we're from here, it's like that special.
You have a little vibe.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm from here. We all love it here.
Even though we moved to the West Coast now, so we're trying to get them from the inside.
So, how do you prepare for the set? What gets you most amped when you're playing?
We usually just have like a few drinks, loosen up a bit. Obviously, you can't get too crazy as it's happened before. But yeah, man, just like have a few drinks. We'll just like trade music a bunch, like listen to music back and forth before we play. Like just figure out some tracks that we think would be good, especially like if we're in a certain city or something that there's like a big song, like a big artist or something. We definitely like always try to include that in there and like try to rep everyone's hometown and shit.
You have any like surprise edits prepared for tonight?
We might have a few.
Any unreleased? Anything unreleased?
Maybe even unmade right now.
Oh wow!
We're probably gonna work on a few edits today.
What time do you play? 7, right?
Yeah.
So we got about an hour and a half for you to cook something up.
Yeah, we're usually making edits up until like shit. It's been like up to like a minute, up until before we have to play, and I'm like just put on the USB, like running to the stage and shit.
So, what are the top 5 songs on your iPod or that you listen to every day?
The entire Kendrick album. I don't know. I've been listening to Julio 6.
I've been listening to the Flying Lotus album. You're Dead. That counts as one. Yeah. What else? Yeah, I mean, I've been listening to Ludacris too for some reason. I love old Ludacris. Yeah. I've been listening to Roll Out. That's song specific.
It's always a classic.
Good classic, yeah.
You guys just recently dropped DTG Volume 1.
Yeah.
What are you guys currently working on now? And also, was there a favorite track on that album?
Yeah, well, on DTG Volume 1, our favorite track to play out is definitely Break Your Neck. We usually start our sets with that, and like it's just super high energy and always gets the crowd just amped. It's like loud in your face and always gets people like pumped.
It's a really good like start off point.
Yeah.
It's just like and it's like yeah. One thing goes after the other. Some people cry, people mosh pit, people hug.
Well, I've seen you guys a few times, and you definitely span as many genres as possible. So, can you go into further detail on the depth of genres, like mission statement, lifestyle?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the whole thing is just. It started off as more for us, like when we were really getting into this whole thing. Everybody pretty much was being labeled as like, oh, this Boombatone producer, or like this trap producer, or like this. So like everybody's like being placed in like this one category, and we're like, we understand why people do that. Like pretty much every producer that we know loves making all types of music. It ends up being that people end up like labeling them as such, and then like a lot of their fans end up getting kind of like pissed off, kind of, when like they try to go outside of that. And so we just, we're with the whole thought process, like if we start out saying that we're going to be making everything and to expect us making everything, then, everyone's going to expect us to make anything. And there could always be surprises and like a whole ton of room to just be super creative in any kind of way.
Do you have any like comfort zone in terms of a specific genre that you prefer to
Probably just electronic music in general.
Yeah.
You know, like the big three is like the slower like boom-a-tone export stuff, and then there's the housey kind of electro house kind of tempo, and then there's like the trap, the higher like halftime tempo. And it's pretty much now the way we see it is just pretty much just broken up into different tempos. And that's just how we see it.
Yeah, I mean, we try to make stuff, obviously for like the clubs and our sets, but we also like to make just stuff that we can vibe to on a car ride home, or just stuff we can chill to. It doesn't necessarily always have to be like party mode.
Like the song "Smokers Unite."
Yeah, like our song "Smokers Unite" with Paul Wall, super chill, like slow trap kind of stuff. It's different from what we usually do, but that's what we love to do. We love to challenge ourselves to like do just different stuff, and just have people appreciate it for what it is. It's cool.
And we also happen to like smoke.
So what has been your main like inspiration or motivation?
I mean, to be honest, just other producers, man. Like watching young kids like on SoundCloud just kill it and do their own style. Like, everyone has their own sound nowadays. You know what I mean? You can pretty much tell like what producers what. And, yeah, man, that inspires us to just keep trying new things. Like always expanding our palette, trying to play different stuff as well as make different stuff. And guys like Pharrell like do that all the time. Like he can make a rap beat as well as he can make like a funky disco beat or something like that. Diplo too. Diplo's really good at doing that. Just guys like that really inspire us.
So if you could collaborate with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be, and why?
Celia Cruz.
Pharrell, Jay Dilla, Mr. Flying Lotus, yeah, Mr. Carmack, just anyone. Yeah, mostly just people who think outside the box, man, just weird shit. That's my favorite stuff.
I really want to see Albert
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
like some like ghetto future house.
So you've remixed Cascade, Rihanna, Nero, many more. Do you have a favorite remix that you had that you made?
I mean, recently our favorite one so far to play is the Rihanna remix. It's been doing pretty well. Yeah, man. I mean, we love playing all kinds of, making all kinds of stuff, and mostly like the stuff that goes off in the festivals and stuff like that. Our Diplo 6 Gear remix is a really good one too.
What can we expect from you guys in the near future? Volume 2?
Yeah,
Volume 2 coming soon. We have a remix EP for Volume 1 coming out pretty soon too. Got dope remixes from our homies Falcons. We got Skrillex on it. We got Illinois on it. We got Recruiters on it. It's gonna be a massive remix EP. We also are working on different collaborations. We were just in the studio yesterday or the day before with R.L. Grime. The day before that, we were there with Diplo, and we've been just working with like a bunch of different people.
already got a hoop dog though.
And yeah, man, we've just been trying to work with a bunch of different people, man. And super excited about pretty much everything, man. Just this whole year has been super progressive for us music-wise. So it's pretty cool to just look forward to that. Hopefully this year, you know what I mean, we'll be coming out with Volume 2, maybe Volume 3 too,
All right, and lastly, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Teleportation.
All right, you guys are meant to be a duo. Well, thank you guys. It's been a pleasure. Can't wait to see you.